Hello, everybody. Welcome to MacTab. Hope you all are doing fine. I am Varuni, your educator from MacTab, and I'll be handling your biology classes here. Yesterday, we completed our first chapter of biology, which was food. Where does it come from? Now, let's begin our second chapter, which is components of food. Let's take a look at the contents. So, the table of contents is right here. Firstly, we'll study what do different food items contain. So, the variety of food that we eat, what does it basically present in it? Okay? The variety of food that we eat, what is basically present in it, we'll study this in the class. Okay? Now, second, the major nutrients present in the food. We'll study about different components of food. Then we'll talk about tests for starch, tests for protein, and tests for fats in this class. Without any further delay, let's begin our class. Now, before starting, please let me know, what do you eat usually? Tell me, normally, what exactly do you eat? You can see the two pictures right in front of you. So let me know, which one of these pictures do you usually eat? Let me know. Either you eat only rice, or you eat rice, some chapati, some lentils, and some vegetables. Tell me. Or even if you are eating, let's say, dosa, so you only eat dosa, or you eat a complete dosa with some sambar and some coconut chutney, right? So what I am trying to say is, you don't only eat chapati, or you don't only eat rice, or you don't only eat dosa. We all eat this complete meal as shown in this picture, right? Agree? But now tell me, why we don't eat only rice. Tell me why we don't eat only rice. Why do our meal is distributed in different food variety? Why our meal is distributed in this different food variety? Why does our meal consist of some vegetables, some chapati, some rice, some salad? Why we don't eat only rice? Because the answer is, different food items that we eat are made up of different ingredients as shown in the picture. This complete meal is made from these ingredients like raw rice, some flour, some cottage cheese, some tomatoes, some spices including salt, turmeric, cumin seeds, right? So our complete meal is made up of different ingredients, and these ingredients contains some components. These ingredients contain some components, right? Ingredients contain some components that are needed by our body. And what do we call these components? We call these components as nutrients. What do we call these components? These components are called nutrients. See, we add salt in our food. Why do we add salt? Tell me, why do we add salt? For taste, right? And you know what? Why we add salt? We add salt because it contains minerals like iodine, chlorine, sodium, right? which are very important for our body. See, a small ingredient can change the taste of our food and even makes you healthy. So, these nutrients are very important for our body, which is why we eat different variety of food in our meal. Our body requires a lot of nutrients. Nutrients are very important for our body. Without nutrients, we even cannot survive. Even our body will not function properly without nutrients. Did you guys understood why I just told you we need variety of food in our meal? Because in different food items different components are present, which are called nutrients, and nutrients are very important for our health and growth, and they also help us in fighting with many diseases. Okay, all right, am I clear? So moving ahead, we will study about major nutrients present in our food. So, there are five major nutrients which are present in our food. These are five major nutrients which are present in our food. First is carbohydrates, proteins, fats, minerals, vitamins, and minerals. Okay? Carbohydrates, proteins, fats, vitamins, and minerals. These are the five major nutrients which are present in our food. Now, do you know in which food items the carbohydrates are present? You know? Wait, I'll tell you. Rice, flour, bread, potato. Yeah, rice, flour, bread, potato. These are the food items in which carbohydrates are present. These are the items which are called carbohydrate rich food items. I'm not saying that there are only carbohydrates present in rice or potato. I'm saying I'm not saying that there are no other minerals present in rice. What I'm saying is carbohydrate is the component which is present in the maximum amount in this food item. Got it? These food items also have some vitamins and minerals, but they have more amount of carbohydrates. Okay? That's why rice, potato, bread, flour are carbohydrate rich food. Got it? Now, proteins. What are in which food items proteins are present? Tell me. Any guess? Tell me in which food items proteins are present? We get proteins from milk. Sorry, we get protein from milk, eggs, chicken, and some pulses. These food provide you with protein, and we also get vitamins and minerals from fruits and vegetables. Fruits and vegetables are rich in vitamins and minerals. Got it? Now, tell me in which food items fat is present? You get fat in all the oily substances like butter, oil, some nuts like almonds, cashews. All these items contains fats. Am I clear? All these are fats rich food. What did I say? Butter, oil, nuts, all these are fat rich items. Again, I'm not saying that there is no protein or mineral available in these substance in these food items, but I'm saying these items contains fats in the maximum amount. So these are fat rich food items. Got it? Apart from all these five nutrients, there is one more most important thing which our body requires, and that is water. We also need water, right? So so what are the five major nutrients present in our food? Carbohydrates, proteins, fats, vitamins, and minerals. Clear? Now tell me something. How will we find out that which food item contains carbohydrates, or which contains fats, or which contain protein, mineral, vitamin? How did we know? Now, we will do some tests to find out which component is present in which food item. Got it? We are going to do some tests to find that which component is found in which food item. See, we know that these food items contain carbohydrate, but how did we get to know about this? We are going to study that. Potato contain carbohydrate, rice contain carbohydrate, bread also contain carbohydrate, but we'll do a small test to find out is it really present in these food items or not. Okay? So we'll do a starch test. Do you know what starch is? Do you know about starch? Let me know. Okay, I'll tell you. Starch is actually a type of carbohydrate. Got it? Like there are various types of vitamins you must have studied. Vitamin A, vitamin B, vitamin C, vitamin D, vitamin E. There are lots and lots of types of vitamins. Correct? Similarly, there are different types of carbohydrates like starch, glucose, lactose. Okay, but in grade 6, we'll study about starch. So, I just told you that food items like potato, rice, and bread contain starch. We are going to do a starch test. For that, we will need, let's find out what all we need. We will need a raw food item, correct? On which we are going to do a test. We need some iodine solution. We need a dropper. We need a bowl. So, firstly, we will take a potato, we'll take a slice of potato, and you know what? This iodine solution is orangish brown in color, okay? Orangish brown in color. You can find this iodine solution in your chemistry lab or maybe some pharmacy. It's easily available. You can find it from there. Then you need a dropper and a ball. Now, we'll take a slice of potato and place it in the bowl, and then we'll pour some iodine solution in the dropper and pour 2-3 drops of it on the potato. What we'll do, we'll take a slice of potato and then we'll fill the dropper with some drops of iodine solution, and we'll pour those 2-3 drops on the potato. Now we'll observe that the potato color will turn into bluish black color after pouring 2-3 drops of the iodine solution. The potato will turn into bluish black color. Correct? The color of the potato will change after pouring some drops of iodine solution. This means that the iodine test is positive and potato contains starch. Got it? And the food items which does not contain starch will not turn into bluish black color after pouring iodine. Am I clear? Now you have to take your favorite fruit and test and do the starch test on it. Okay? You can even do this test on 2-3 different food items and you let me know if its color changes into bluish black or not. Correct? Moving ahead, now we'll test for proteins. Now we'll do a protein test. I already told you that protein is present in eggs, milk, fish, and even pulses, right? So, what we are going to do for the test of protein is we are going to take following food items which are as mentioned on your screen. We'll take raw food on which we'll do a test. We'll take copper sulfate. Correct? It's a kind of salt. What is it? It's a kind of salt. It's available on pharmacies. Okay, you can go and take it from there. Then we will take caustic soda. We'll take caustic soda. It is also known as sodium hydroxide. Got it? And a dropper, some water, and a test tube. And if you don't have a test tube, then you can also take a water glass. Correct? So what all you need? You need a raw food, kind of, and a copper sulfate solution, caustic soda, dropper, water, and a test tube. Now, for testing protein, we need these six things. Now, what we'll do, we'll take some egg, we'll take a egg, the white part of the egg, okay, which is known as albumin. We'll take an egg, a white part of the egg, then we will add 2 drops. How many drops? 2 drops of copper sulfate. Okay, 2 drops of copper sulfate on the egg, and then 10 drops. 10 drops of caustic soda. What we'll do? We'll pour this egg in the test tube or glass, and then we'll add 2 drops of copper sulfate and 10 drops of caustic soda on it. Then let me know, what will you observe? You will observe that the solution or the color of this egg, this white egg, will turn into purple. You will observe that the white egg will turn into purple color. Then this means that protein test is positive and egg contains protein. Okay? And if it does not change into purple color, then it shows that this food items does not contain protein. Got it? Now what you have to do is you have to write two food items which are rich in protein, and you can even do a test for it, and then you may be sure about that. Got it? Let's move to our last test, which is test for fats. And this is a very easy test for which we only need two things. We'll let you know about that. But first, we know that fats are present in butter and in oil, ghee, right? Fats are present in all these things, all these oily things. Now, what will we do? We only need these two items to do a fat test. We need a raw food and then paper. Let's take some chips. I know you all love eating chips, so we'll take some chips and place them on a paper and then fold the chips in that paper. Now, take out the chips from the paper and make the paper flat again. Okay? Now, you will observe that some oily spots on the paper. you will observe some oily spots on the paper. These oily spots shows that the food item contains fat. The test is positive and the item contains fat. So we are sure that chips contains fat. You can even do this test again with your favorite packet of chips and let me know if it contains fat or not. Okay? Got it? Clear? So students, till now we studied test for starch, test for protein, test for fats. I hope this was an interesting class and even you studied major components of food. There were five major components of food: carbohydrates, proteins, fats, and vitamins and minerals. Okay, so with this, that's all for today. Rest we'll study in our next class. We'll study what do various nutrients do for our body, dietary fibers, balanced